What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Do It With Dildo, back again with another motor vlog. And today we have something very special for you guys, right? Indian Motorcycles, you know, the motorcycle company, they sent me their brand new Indian Scout 101, which is a new rendition of their Scout. Big ass 1250cc, making 111 horsepower. It's badass, dude. There's no denying it. It's the greatest. They say, wow. People look and they say, wow, it's the greatest. Nobody's seen a motorcycle quite like this one. We're gonna ride it today. But this is my first ride video. I have ridden up to the store and back, so I know a little bit what to expect. I hate to lie to you guys like that, but it is truly the first ride of the channel. They sent this to me to have for a month to ride and test and experiment. They said, we want to know your opinion on it. We want to know what you think about it. I said, all right, give it to me. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I said, we hope you do. So that's cool. We got a bike to ride for the next month. I'm gonna make a couple of videos on this thing, and we're gonna see what this thing is all about, bro. I'm excited. You know, I rented a Scout bobber in Nevada. Not a bobber, I think it was just a regular Scout. A couple years ago, 2016 era, somewhere around there. Rode it around Vegas for a couple of days, and I loved it. Ever since then, I've been a huge fan of these motorcycles, and this one's no different. And we're gonna take a nice, good, hard look at this thing later, giggity, because there is a lot to take in. There's a lot of detail about this bike. There's a lot of little things that I think you guys are gonna appreciate, and there's some things that I think you guys are gonna find a little weird. But again, I have it for a month. Let's go do a ride, guys. That's the power button, by the way. Starts up right away. All right, let's go ride. Oh, we got it. We got clippings here. We got all these clippings here. Gotta watch out for all these clippings, dog. Almost had to lay her down. You guys saw that. That was close. Look at a nice convertible 235i. Oh, Laura's got one of these, just not convertible. She loves hers. Yo, that kind of fucks with the convertible. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I generally don't like convertibles, but that looks pretty good. God dang! What the fuck? That thing pulls like a freight train, bro. Ugh. See, I gotta tighten these down. This one comes with bar end mirrors. At least I think they do. They're Indian brand bar end mirrors. So I'm assuming it's either an option or they come with them. They all come with them. I'm not positive. But this one has come with the bar end mirrors, and I like the bar end mirrors. I think bar ends are great. They look great. They serve just as good of a function as regular bar over mirrors. The only problem is I need to tighten them down. I noticed the other day when I rode it for the first time that at about 100 miles an hour they fold inwards. At least the right one does. I think this one folds in about 60, so I gotta crank them down a little bit. But here's something that's really cool about this bike. I think I'm like the first dude to get this motorcycle out of everybody. Out of all the YouTuber reviews. They've had some demos with them, but as far as like them lending somebody a motorcycle, I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to get one. It's got 100 miles on it. It had like 193 miles on the odometer, not even 200 miles on it. So, you know, let's change that. Let's absolutely change that. And I'm doing something today. I'm on the way to Wow Motorcycles, of all places. My buddy Chase on Two Wheels is doing some videos up there. I think he's doing a review, and he needs a pair of sunglasses for one of his videos, and guess who has a bunch of sunglasses? This fucking guy. So I got a bag full of sunglasses, a bag full of HeatwaveVisual sunglasses. He hits me up, he's like, yo, can I have a coupon code? I'm like, shut up, dude, I'm on the way. One thing I will say is that this display is very bright. It's very nice. There's a lot going on. I don't need all this. I'm gonna experiment with all this and see. Look, it's running Android OS. You got the back button, the window and screen button, the settings button, and then the forward button. Are you kidding me? That's intense. And there's a lot going on here. You got a tachometer. Red line's about 9,000 RPM. Goes up to 140. We'll see about that. You also got a gear indicator, a fuel indicator, which is nice, full tank. I love an electronic fuel indicator on motorcycles, especially one that's not just, hey, you need gas, an actual fuel gauge. And then it also has a compass. So that's nice too. I like that a lot. I like having a compass on a motorcycle. I think Indian really likes the idea of their riders going out and exploring the world and exploring new things. Hey, we're lost. We don't even have cell phone service. I wonder which way's north. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Let's do a fitness check. We got blinkers, left, right blinkers. Very nice. We got a menu navigation. We got cruise control, a back button, a horn button. Very nice, very cute. I like that. Yeah, I'd almost figure that the Indian would have more of like a train horn-esque horn, you know? Not like a meep meep. That's kind of cool. The horns on motorcycles are kind of fucking useless anyway, so points on them for trying. But I will say one thing that I've noticed immediately about this bike is just how fucking powerful it is, right? 111 horsepower out of a 500-pound motorcycle is excellent for a cruiser. I think anybody knows that those are good numbers, right? This isn't an R6, and not no sport bike, not no CBR, not no Gixxer, dude. But we're still pumping out 111 ponies, bro. That's good. That's a really good number to have on a cruiser. I was kind of delusional. I was like, I'd love to see how this thing handles versus the Magna, because the Magna is a pretty quick bike. I think this would walk the dog shit out of the Magna. I really do. Also, another thing that's, I think, sectional to this bike is this whole front fender, this whole front fairing. I kind of like it. I'm usually not a fairing guy on cruisers. You know me, man. I like my bikes to be minimal. I don't like my bikes to have a whole lot of shit. I feel like it takes away from the riding. And this bike has a lot of shit. I don't know if we'll see it take away from the riding or not. It's got a lot of amenities, a lot of creature comforts, right? Let's try this cruise control out. How do we? Okay, set it right there. Do we have to turn it on? Okay, we got it turned on. Set. There we go. Now you can watch TV, play on your phone, couple of beers while you're riding, maybe masturbate. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna like that I said that. But the good thing is they haven't given me any, like, don't say this, don't say that about the motorcycle. So if you guys want to crank your hog while cranking your hog, here you go. And then cruise is deactivated with a simple tap of your brakes, or if you hit the reset. It's pretty standard. We'll turn that off for right now. We don't need it. We're not highway cruising. God dang. It pulls really good. I'm very surprised at how much power this thing puts out. I read 111, I was like, okay, we'll see. I'm believing the hype, bro. It's got more lane angle than the Magna 2. Another thing, if you guys don't know, Indian is owned by Polaris, the same people who make the Slingshot and the side-by-sides. And I'll be honest, man, I'm not a huge Polaris fan. The Slingshot is not my jam. I know a lot of people really like that thing. It's just not for me. They're more of like an outdoorsy, kind of boat quality feel, or like a jet ski quality feel, where everything on this bike, especially the other Indians, the fit and finish is usually really good. I mean, really good. Everything looks and feels like it should be where it's at. And you got a good contrast of like ice cold black and polished aluminum. It's a really good look. I don't think Indian uses a whole lot of cast. I think they use a whole lot of CNC parts. At least that's what I'm looking at. All right, first gear. Oh my gosh. Woo! I gotta be careful with that, man. That thing about... So you got a little solo seat back here. It's not crazy big. It is this close to being comfortable. It wants to be comfortable. It's designed for look and style with comfort in mind. That's how it feels. Now that I think about it, if this is Android OS, you think Raid Shadow Legends would run on this thing? Not sponsored, I swear. I bet it'd run Doom. Can my Indian 101 run Doom? That shifter is... Ooh, good Subi, dude. That shifter is really notchy. It's got a really good ka-clunk feel to it. You know, with or without the clutch, you can really get like a good, very, very bolt action-y, you know, almost like a bolt action rifle. It's got just like a ka-chunk, you know, maybe more of like a pump action shotgun. Finding neutral is really easy. I like that. And it's got ABS. Neat. Yes. Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Nice. Feeling good. Feeling really good. I like the way it feels. Our mirrors keep folding in on us because we're just going too fast. We're outpowering our mirrors, homie. You know, I will say the seating position's a little interesting for me. It's just a fucking hair too big. Just a hair. I don't know if it's the controls or just a little. I think the controls feel fine. It's putting my legs in a good position. The handlebars are just a little bit too far forward for me. I think maybe if I just had some traditional sweeping bars, it would be absolute perfect. And those brakes are really good. I barely put any pressure on there. All brakes. Good finding neutral. It's really easy to slip it in there. Giggity. This is basically a brand new bike though. Not to mention that this bike looks really good. The bike looks really good. I like the way it looks. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. Yeah. Oh, we can simplify it. That is so much better. I don't want to tack though. Oh, there's just two. Okay, we'll try it in that one. A little bit less. You still get your what's it called? You still get your compass here, but you gotta, instead of a speedometer. Oh no, you get your speedo and your tack combined into one. That's nice. I like that. This is the way to do it. This is the way. This is the way. I'll say so far, first impressions, I would love to have one of these in my garage, right? Like if I don't know what these things are coming in at. I'll put the price right here, and you guys can discuss amongst yourselves whether or not you think that's real. Oh, look at that. A CarMax car covered in stickers. Very, very interesting. A lot of flower power going on there. Like a SpongeBob-ass looking car. And see if this thing's down to clown a little bit. Hell yeah! S2000. Let's be a little zippy-zoppity. What do you think? Student driver, watch this. It does come with a lot of things, like it's got ABS on it, which is nice. I do like bikes with ABS. I know people are kind of iffy about the ABS on motorcycles. I want bikes to be raw. Well, okay. Have fun locking up your wheels and crashing into a Suburban at 100 miles an hour, dude. I think most people benefit from ABS on motorcycles, especially early on. I'm gonna try to lock up that rear brake. It won't let me. It won't let me. Tank feels good. It's got a good shape to it. I don't know what this is for. If this is for something, maybe like a tank bag or something. Like, you're also, the weight distribution's a lot different too. So like you're sitting kind of more in it than on it. That's very noticeable. It just climbs. It just keeps climbing, bro. It's actually crazy how this bike, it's got such a linear power band. It starts out down low and then top end it just continues to pull. It's actually fucking weird. What's up, dude? Ooh, dump truck. Hey, you gooba. Look at all that I'm getting rolled cold on. I'm getting truck cummed on. That truck is busting nuts all over me. I think that's why people don't like the rolling coal. They don't like having other people's trucks coming on them. Oh, I'm coming! It's got a comfortable riding position though. Like, honestly, it makes you kind of want to like hunch down and get in it. I don't know what their goal was overall when making this bike. You know, I'm not sure what genre of people they were going for. I'm sure we'll figure it out after this month. But so far, man, very interesting. Very interesting. Got a C5 up there. Oh, we're gonna get access to it. We got a cam. Seeing how it's got drive-out plates, probably not. Bro just picked it up. I love a C5, man. If I was ever gonna do a giveaway, I'd do a C5. The idle weight isn't bad either. Like when you're just sitting at a stoplight, you know, some bikes they're awkward, right? The CB 1000, it's tall, but the weight's down low, so it's not bad. And this bike is feeling the same. Like, if you've ever ridden like a Sportster, like a 1200 Sportster, it's very top heavy. So even though it's a small bike, the weight feels odd because it's all in the top of the cylinder heads. Whereas this, it feels like the weight's probably in the crank. Okay, I need to get over, but these guys are dragging ass, and it's not the Corvette's fault. Hey, sometimes you just gotta fuck around, sometimes you gotta find out. Just hope it's not today. The clutchless downshifts, I mean, it just slips in, giggity. It's got a good feel. Very, very notchy, but smooth at the same time. Good mix. my God, look at it get up there. Woo! Vibrates a little bit top end. It's to be expected with a V-twin running at about 10,000 RPM. Good God. That's crazy how good it feels pulling for a cruiser. Okay, if you've ever ridden like an SV650, that type of power band, it's very similar. I almost feel like I could wheelie with it, but I don't think I want to, since how it's not my motorcycle. Well, let me just reload my mirrors real quick so I can see what's going on behind me. But you know what, this is a good time to set my cruise. I can cruise, it's hard for me to throttle. Right in the neutral. Giggity. I slip it right in there just like she's your mom. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna call that's what we're gonna call this back, your mom. So we're gonna go ride your mom today. Unless, unfortunately, you don't have a mom, and then I'll be your mom. You can call me mommy. Do it with mommy. Sounds good. It's got a good throttle response. I will say, if you're putzing around on it, it's got a kind of a lurch to it, or like a lugging to it, whatever you call it. Where if you're too low in the RPM, like if you're putzing in first gear, it's really kind of like twitchy. It's a little twitchy if you're putzing in first. But, you know, you feel like, okay, I'll just pop it in the second and then just basically cruise in second. And then it's got kind of like that lurch, that like, not like it's trying to stall, but you know what I mean? Where it's kind of like, got kind of like a lug to it. That was good, dude. That thing fucking just took off. What was the 0 to 60 on that? That wasn't even like a hardcore clutch dump, and I didn't build my revs. I didn't brake boost or nothing. That was straight up just like let the clutch out and let it roll. I mean, I looked down, it was set 60. That's how quickly it went in my book. And this thing is stock, so we're gonna do a bridge test. Stock bikes, when they don't have a pipe on them, it sounds like you're hurting them when you rev them. It's like, ah! Someone's like it's like someone trying to breathe through a cigarette. But this thing, if you see the exhaust it's got on it, it's got a fucking RPG on it. It's got a bazooka. What's the American version of RPG? The M-Law? It's got the law on it, the law launcher. All right, guys, I'm gonna switch over. I got clutch mode, right? You got a hand clutch, but we're gonna switch over to shifting gears manually by hand. All right, so we're gonna bring. That's stupid. I think so far I'm really impressed. I think it's a great motorcycle. I think people would be lucky to own a bike like this, you know, especially for the price. All right, let's lock up that back wheel. Nothing. What about that front? I don't even want to do that, dude. It's got such good brakes. And I'm not shitting you, dude. I know I say the bikes have good brakes if they're not absolute dog water. It's got double calipers up front. Oh, baby. Oh, Billy. I'm not purchasing anything today, thank God. My wallet can't handle another motorcycle right now, especially when I'm trying to save for that Z06. Oh yeah. Also, by the way, there's no key. It's all fob. So that's kind of nice. And then you press that big button. All right, I'm gonna go deliver some sunglasses to Chase on 2 wheels, and then I'll be back. Okay, I said I wasn't getting anything, but I actually got riding shoes. Oops. It's funny because they look just like my Vans. That's crazy, bro. Come down to Wow Motorcycles, where they have one of everything you could want or need. Like my ass. Okay, wallet, keys, phone, ready to roll. Man, fuck them kids. Oh, very nice. Bang, bang, skeet, skeet. We're getting ready to ride. Best thing, like I said earlier, is that this thing is actually key fobbed. So I just keep the shit in my pockets. Like all the spaghetti. You guys have spaghetti pockets? I'm assuming you guys do. Don't tell me what to do.
Hey,
love you, buddy.
You gonna come to the open house in November?
Sure.
Because I think that's a giveaway that they say you might be going.
What day is it?
November the 3rd. It's a Sunday.
All right, everybody come to November the 3rd on Wow Motorcycles, right?
It's a giveaway that Dan doesn't know about.
Apparently I don't know about it, but I'm going to be there. People just tell me when to show up to stuff, and I go.
Hey, that's what man does.
That's what man does. That's what a man does. He shows up. He does his job. He does his job. That's what a man does. I love you, James. Be safe. Have fun. Bag's a little bit heavier now that I got me some things, which I totally... Oops, I slipped and fell on my credit card. I think I fucked that guy up by like, I was like, ooh. Oh, that was messed up. Also, it's good to see Chase. I've been seeing him a lot lately. Yeah, dude, if I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'm finally getting back in the groove of doing things with other people again. I went through, I'll call it my celibacy phase, just because I wasn't fucking with nobody. Not out of like hate or anything like that. It was just like I like got reclused, man. I had some shit go down with a friend a couple of years ago that really like fucked with me. And not to say that I was cutting people out because of it, but like it certainly changed the way I was spending my time with people. But it's like the good people are always there for you. And it feels good to be back out doing stuff again with my friends, doing things again. I'm like, I'm trying to get out versus like just focusing on making my own content. I want to make content with other people again. It feels good getting back out on two wheels and talking to people and doing things. Why are we braking? Got a green light. I'm telling you, man, I'm really surprised about how this bike feels. It feels really good. I was not expecting it to feel like this. Oh, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. If we're going down, we are going down together. Holy bumper stickers, fat man. This guy is sponsored, eh? That's a lot of sponsorships. It's hot. Oh, it's so hot. I want to fucking die. Not really, though. Please don't. Please. That's not. I'm not being for real right now. I like living for the most part. All right. I think we're gonna do. Hey, dude, it's the same student driver. That's fucking weird, bro. It smells like garbage. I don't want to be behind this truck. Oh, good. It's getting over. Yeah, this bike's good for boogieing. It's a boogie bike. Dude, these mirrors need to be tightened down so bad. I gotta say, man, I'm blown away by the way this bike feels. It really just kind of get downs and goes. You're like, hey, I need a little bit more power, and it's like, right on it, dude. You're like, oh, I need to fit in between this gap. It's like, you got it, bro. I'm not saying it's a hooligan bike, but I'm saying it has the absolute hooligan bike energy. It's giving energy. I hate that phrase. It's giving. But that's how it starts out for me saying stuff, right? Like if I started saying bro about 10 years ago, ironically, like, what's up, bro? And now it's a part of my my regular diet. It's a part of my vocabulary. So I have to say something ironically like 3 times, and then boom, there it goes. What in the skibbity riz? God dang it, Bobby, what in the skibbity riz is going on? Can we accelerate in the forward momentum, please? 9,000 degrees outside? Sorry, 9,001, it's over 9,000? Oh, dude, I'm not sitting through this light again. You can eat my whole ass, bro. My whole ass. Crack and all. Look, everybody knows what they're doing. Next, get off the bus, goober. You know, a lot of people ask me what do I think about motorcycles, specifically the Indian, the Scout 101, and I say, wow, what a great motorcycle. It's one of the best. You know, this is going to be a weird point for this thing, but I think we're going to see a lot of people who are in the Harley community kind of come over to the Indian community, right? It's always kind of been like Indian versus Harley. And this thing, it's like if you gave someone like a 1200 Sportster and you said, make it perfect. That is what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting out of this thing. I think I'm going to put some bar ends like this on the Magna. I really do. Or maybe even the CBR. I think these are excellent. And once I torque them down a little bit, I'm hoping that's all it is. It'll keep from being as flip-floppity. Dude, imagine having all that property and having to do it with a 0 turn. Buy a tractor, dude. You got the money. God, it feels so good to be out today, too. I think we're seeing the end of the season here, the end of the summer. Right, we're starting to end in, I mean, August is usually genuinely when like the summer starts to peak, but it can't be anything worse than like the June, July era. July was miserable, bro. 90-degree days every day. Oh shit. Oh my God. Woo, that was close. I thought I was gonna lock it up there. ABS, man. ABS. Woo, buddy. They asked me if ABS is a great option on motorcycles. I said, wow, what a great option. Nobody does ABS quite like Indian does. I'm sorry, Native American motorcycles. I imagine that Indians probably gonna want their bike back after they hear me just doing a shitty Trump impression for 2 hours. We gave this guy a motorcycle? He's the greatest YouTuber. A lot of people look at me and they say, who's your favorite YouTuber? I say, Do It With Dan. Wow, it's hot. I know, it's very hot. I was talking earlier about global warming. I don't think global warming's real, but it's hot as fuck. Global warming, it's a democratic lie spread by the Democrats, the liberals. Obama, he actually made up global warming. We're not going to talk about that, but it was fucking perfect. Go, go, go. Yeah, let's make the law together. Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah, brother. We like that here. We like that. We did it. We did it. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Why am I saying ooh, woo? I saw that turn lane go green. I was like, oh, please don't let nobody come and kill me. Don't let nobody come over here and touch little. That sound like fucking Sling Blade. Oh, I'm finna make a name for myself. Oh, I've been waiting for this. They call me Gambit. I kiss boys. Oh, I've been finna make a name for myself. Yeah, I think I've come to the conclusion that I drive too much of like an asshole to use the cruise control feature. Maybe I was doing like a 2-hour ride or something. Oh, cool. Dude, look at it. It gives all this information. It's got maps! All right, everybody. That is the first ride on the Indian Scout 101. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. I really am. Not very often do I hop on a motorcycle and it just like completely surprised me. I already knew this bike was gonna be fun based on a few things, based on my prior knowledge. And the double rotors, amazing. The mirrors need some adjustment. I think that's skill issue on my part. You've got extra reservoirs in the rear shocks. That makes the ride really nice. I mean, just there's a lot of stuff to say about this bike, and I'm gonna have a lot more opinions over the next month, the next 3.5 weeks that I have this bike for. And I'm really excited to see what this bike has to offer. Now, if you do me a favor, guys, and this is normally I'm like, like and comment, subscribe, all that other shit. If you do that, that's cool. But this is what I really need from you guys. So this is gonna help me out with content, right? What do you want seen done to this motorcycle? What questions do you have? What information can I present you with? I want to give my unfiltered raw opinion on everything that I can about this bike. So if you're thinking about things that you need answered about this bike because you're considering one, leave them in the comments below. Tell me what you think. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Oh, you thought I was gonna end the video like that? You thought I was gonna end the video like that? No, I'll tell you what. This is how we're gonna end the video. Look, I got something for you. It's right in here. Whoa, who put that in there? Whoa, holy shit.